Flosstube.
I'm Melina.
I'm Connie.
And we are Count Twice, Stitch Once. And it is Saturday, May 15th.
Okay, my finish was Spell of the Moon by Blackbird Designs. I finished this.
It looks so good.
I love it. It's so cute. And I think I basically used all the called for colors and didn't really change anything on this except for the fabric. And this is done on 28 count Picture This Plus Cauldron.
It looks so good.
I love it. So now I just have to FFO it, which
it will go in your pile of.
Who knows when that will happen.
Finished. My finish was from my Dimensions, whatever these whimsical Jingle Bell or some, I don't know, whatever they're called. It's a kit from Dimensions. On
Jingle
plastic.
Bell ornaments.
I finished this tree.
So cute. I like that.
It's pretty cute.
It is
Pretty
cute.
easy.
I love it.
So I have to FFO these. I'm waiting till I get all of them done so I can do them all at once.
Good idea. It's pretty interesting how I kept those holes out there.
Yeah. I just squished it like, because it's plastic, and cut it.
Fun. So, whips.
Why don't you start? You can do a few and then I'll do one.
I'll do a few because I have a lot of whips. But since we filmed, I worked on this Halloween house number 6, which is from this book, A Haunting We Will Go by Douglas Designs. That's the night glow-in-the-dark version, and that's the day. And this is the house I worked on right here. And this was as far as I got. And I worked on this for our virtual stitch night, and I also worked on it for the Black Needle Society virtual stitch. Fun stuff. That was as far as that one got. I also got 1,000 stitches on my long dog, which is all things too. And I was trying to get a page finish, which the page was only, I didn't get it quite finished. There's a few more things to put down here, but I got most of it done. It's so pretty. I like all the colors, but I did change some of the colors because I didn't like the grass color. This vine leaf color was more of a teal. I liked it better in green, so I changed it. And then I worked on Cat Lessons for People, but I don't have that with me because I did finish it, and it is at the framers to get framed to send to my daughter Alyssa. Well, I actually take it to my daughter Alyssa when we go there. So I worked on that for quite a bit, and
got it done.
Then I started on April 25th. I started Cross Stitch Makes Everything Okayer by Lucy Beam Love in Stitches. And this is on 40 count. Moon Dust Opalescent. And that was my work on that.
Looking good.
So,
I like the color that you did on the letters.
I do too. So this is a DMC variegated color that I got, but it had a lot of lighter purple in it, and I had to cut it out, the lighter purple, and fussy cut it because you couldn't see the light purple on this fabric.
Bummer.
So like this is the light purple.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't see it at all.
Matches your hair.
It does match my hair. Blends in. So yeah, but I like this floss. So I fussy cut it, and I'm stitching in short little lengths because of that. Takes a while, but I'm loving it. Hopefully I can get that done soon, because this one, our Friday night virtual stitch group, is sending around to everyone, so everyone will be stitching it individually, not as a round robin or anything, but just stitching it. So that will be fun. See everybody's stuff.
Yep.
And then I worked on, well, I started a few things, but I started them for the retreat, so I'll show them when I talk about the retreat stuff, which was April 30th, and it was a Black Needle Society up all night virtual retreat, so it was a 24-hour retreat. I did not stay up 24 hours. I went to bed because I'm too old for that business.
You're on team sleep.
I'm on team sleep. And so they were like, they did stay up all night, which I was surprised. But for Stitching Challenge 1, I should have known what it was. I think it was that I worked on this. Was from our Up All Night box from Tiny Modernist. And this one fit several of the stitching challenges, because one of them was stitch on something with the moon, stitch on something with stars, and stitch on something with the clock. So the first one I think was stitch on something with the moon. So I got the border done, well, partially done, and then worked on the moon and a star, and worked on part of the clock for the Stitching on a Clock challenge. So that met 3 requirements for that retreat. Okay, the next stitching challenge, or one of the stitching challenge, was stitch on something with midnight. And so I found this in one of my cross stitch magazines, which is just cross stitch from 2019, Midnight Seance. And this was as far as I got for the word done.
Nice.
And this is on something I don't remember. Probably picture this plus something. But I like it. Okay, and then I worked on my long dog again that you just saw, but I feel I did all of this red. It's all the way to the end of the red. So that was what I did at the retreat, because you had to work on something with food. And this has cherries and a plum and some grapes and other stuff, so it fit the bill for food. That was my stuff that I worked on for the retreat. And we played a lot of games. We did some stash dives. We did some virtual stash dives. There were prizes. I didn't win any. We played some bingo. Did all kinds of fun stuff. And I got to talk to several people, so had a good time. That was the retreat. So here was our retreat shirt. I stitched
Made by Athena of Stitching Goddess Design.
Yes.
It's a group on Facebook.
You can go to her Facebook, Stitching Goddess Designs, and she has pictures of shirts that she has.
That one was a specific retreat
Yeah,
run.
that was
so.
for a retreat run, so I don't think that's on
But
there. I love it. So pretty. And then she also has a Flosstube, Stitching Goddess Design.
But her other shirts are great. So
yeah, her
I
other
was
shirts
trying
are
to
fun.
find the one I ordered that was like she's selling on her group, but I think it's in the laundry. So.
Oh, yeah. All right, so you want to show your whips or whip?
I'll show one whip. And
'Cause
then I have 2 whips. Okay.
All right.
2. This is the first one. The same dimensions. I started doing the candy cane one, so that's where I am on that.
Candy cane. Must be this part right
Yeah. And some of the stripes.
Cute. All right. Well, that was exciting. So
Back to you.
Back to me. So next was the beginning of May. So I'm doing Stitch Mania. I'm doing 21 starts for the month of May since it's 2021. And my first, these are going to be in no particular order because they're in this bag and I don't have to dig through it to find which one is
let's not
which.
do that.
So my first one was actually a scissor fob that I have since finished, but it's in there. This was my latest one. I just worked on this one last night. It's a Mermaid's Life. My daughter Alyssa stitched this. Was her third thing she ever stitched. And I told her, oh, we should do this 1/1. Okay, mind you, she'd only stitched on perforated paper before, and she already finished it, which I actually finished for her, but we dyed our own fabric. This is from Melina's 32 count something, and I'm doing mine 1/1.
It was just 32 count white opalescent.
Yeah, I'm doing mine 1/1 also. So that was as far as I got last night in our virtual chat. And I started it with Eunice. Hi, Eunice. She's doing hers 2/2 though, on 32 count. And we dyed our fabric, so it kind of went with the scene. But then I was thinking about maybe taking out this jellyfish and putting in another mermaid, and then making one me, one you, and one Alyssa.
That'd be cute.
I thought that'd be cute. I think I'm gonna do that. That was one day of Mania. Another, since I already showed this once, I'll show it again, but my A Haunting We Will Go. I started the graveyard scene here. This was as far as I got with that. I was hoping I would finish it, but I have to separate all the acrylic glow in the dark from its and this orange glow in the dark, which the white glow in the dark is easier to separate than this orange. This orange takes forever. Blech. Then another start was from the same book, and this was this house, number 7, and that was as far as I got on that. So cute though. So that was 2 more starts. Then, oh yes, I worked on this the night before I worked on It's a Mermaid's Life, and I didn't realize when I bought this that it was 1/1 also. So this is Frosty Blue by Blueberry Lane Design. Or Blackberry, sorry, Blackberry Lane.
I was like, that sounds weird.
And this is as far as I got on it. And it's hard to see the white because it's on white opalescent, 28 count. But you can kind of see it.
You'll see it more once you finish everything.
Yeah, once I
around
get
it.
all the blue done. So it's so cute though, I love it. So 2 nights of 1/1 is definitely not happening again tonight.
I don't blame you.
I'm done with the 1/1 now. Okay, another, oh, this is one of the things I finished. And I don't really have I can't show you a pattern or anything. It's from Noteworthy Needle. This was a bracelet. It goes on this bracelet that I got from the Galleria in 2019, Round Robin. And this is the little top of the bracelet. I had some specialty stitches in there, and I think it goes this way.
Yeah, it's cute.
And then I have to trace around this and do all this funky stuff. And it says to put it on there with blanket stitch and the back stitch, and I have no idea where I'm supposed to put this back stitch. So the instructions are kind of foggy to me. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
You'll get there.
Someday I might get done. But I'll find out for a while. Let's see. This one is, oh yeah. This one is from a magazine that Melina got, a CD with all these cross-stitch magazines on it. It's from 2011, I believe. The Four Seasons band sampler. For spring is what I'm starting with, and here's a picture of it. The spring part. I didn't print out all the parts. Because of course there's spring, summer, fall, and winter. But it's as far as I got on the spring.
Looking good.
It was taking forever. And I was tired of green. It was like kind of a ombre effect there, so that'll be a while. This is the fabric.
Doesn't it go the other way?
Huh?
Doesn't it go the other way?
No. Spring. The other way.
I don't want to show the pattern. Put that down next to this. You see what I'm saying? The fabric needs to be going a long way this way, because isn't it?
No.
Or does it go down?
It goes down.
Okay. For some reason, because of how it is, I just thought it was going this way.
Well, if it goes that way, I'm screwed.
Are you sure it goes this way?
It will be spring. The end.
And it really looks like it probably goes this way to me. I don't know why. Maybe it does go down.
I'm not taking that out. We'll just have spring. They'll be in separate stages.
I might be wrong, though. I could just be looking at it the wrong way.
I bet you're right now that I look at it.
I'm sorry.
Nah. Okay, that might have to be a do-over, because I don't know. If they do all that green again, I'm going to start on something different. Okay, this was another one that I was excited to start. This is the cat's whiskers design, the Peacock stitching chair. And I saw that there is another one of these that you can get as a kit, and it's called a garden chair.
I'm gonna try to find it.
I don't know, it's really pretty too. I like them both. So this one I got because I told Laura from the Pattern Queens and the Black Needle Society that I would stitch this patriotic scissor fob for her, and that I would be happy to purchase this chair because she was going through all of her stash and decided that she was going to get rid of stuff. And I said, ooh, would I buy that chair from you, because I thought it was really cute. So she said since I would stitch that scissor fob for her, that she would send me this chair as a thank you. So thank you, Laura. And this was as far as I got on the back part of the chair. Got the funky peacock done. And almost all of the letters. Just a few more letters, but this is how they said to lay out the fabric so you can kind of see my line. I just wrote, they said to like put a running stitch in there. I just drew it in pencil. It works. I'm gonna be cutting it apart anyway, so I figure what the heck, I need to have to stitch it all. I just drew it. But it came with all the threads, the ribbon, and all kinds of stuff. So I'm excited to work on this again. Plus it's in dinky dyes silk, so it's really nice to work on. I was enjoying that one. And then another whip. Oh, this was the first thing I worked on. Was this Blue Jeans and Daisies sampler, but I'm just doing this little scissor fob. I don't think I'm going to stitch this whole sampler, and if I did, I would not stitch it on this week's dye work fabric because I don't like it. But I did this little scissor fob, and I since finished it. There's the front.
Nice.
And then I stitched my initials and the date on the back. So, got that done. Now we just have to FFO that. Another thing that will take a while.
Okay, you want me to go?
Yes, because I have a lot more to go.
Okay. For Mania, I decided to do Mira Mania, and I was going to do like starting a bunch, but I decided it's a lot of work to get things like ready to start, especially Mira's for me. So I decided I would just do one, focus on one. So I'm doing Mira Mania, and I started this on May 1st, and I'm going to work on her exclusively in the month of May. The only other thing I've worked on is that dimension ornament. I haven't touched anything else. And so this is where I'm at on this so far.
Pretty.
So I don't think she'll be done by the end of May, but I'm making progress. She's on a 32 count opal even weave that was by Silk Weavers, that was gifted to me from Katie and Laura of Black Needle and
The Pattern Queens.
Pattern Queens, thank you.
And Love You More Studio.
All the things. But that's where I am on her.
Looks good.
So hopefully I'll have a good chunk of her done, at least like a nice progress from a month of work. I should have brought I didn't even bring it. The other thing I worked on before May started was my other memorabilia. I was working on my Princess Eliana, but I totally just was like, this is what I've been working on in May, that's what I need to bring.
Yep.
I forgot to bring her.
Oh well. She's so pretty. Okay, then I started Count Twice, Stitch Once by the Primitive Hair. And as far as I got on that.
It looks like a blob of brown.
Yep. It does look like a blob of brown, but it's really not even brown, I think. Well, yeah, it is. Brick Path, Mocha Brown, Mocha Brown Light. That's what it is. So I'm excited to get that done.
Yep. That'll be cute.
Another start. This one, Carrie from Three Trails Stitchers. I know she has this because she showed it on her Flosstube when she bought the kit. This one was gifted to me by Melina and Alyssa quite a few years ago. A couple of years ago. For Christmas or Mother's Day or
some kind of
birthday or who knows what.
Some kind of day.
Someday. So anyway, this was kind of fun, even though I don't really like Ada that much, but it was kind of fun working on this. Well, that's as far as I got.
I would say you made good progress on it.
I was just trying to finish the stuff as I went, so I was doing the back stitch and all the things as I went. So it took a while because I had to keep changing the thread.
That's where you gotta whip out a bunch of needles and thread them all.
I know, that's what I should have done. I need one of those things I know you can buy that has all the holders for your needles with all the colors. That's what I should do.
Especially on something like that where you're
one
trying to finish
thing on
it.
this was that when I looked at the pattern, all this brown edging around here is just half stitches, so it should, I don't think it will really take that long once I get going.
No.
Just changing colors.
I mean, it's big, but it's like, I think those are the kind of big that's like you finish a little thing and it feels like, oh, I finished another little piece.
Right. And I was gonna do this on like a fabric that kind of looked like more like oceany, since it would be surrounded by ocean and stuff. But then I realized the middle would be showing, and I didn't really want the middle to look like ocean. So I was like, oh well, I'll just do it on Ada. Whatever.
I think it'll look good.
It'll be good. And then I also worked on this lovely little band sampler that I am doing in the right direction. Desert Garden sampler that I bought in 2019 when we were in Arizona. And it is on, I wasn't saying any fabrics, was I? Oh well, this is on 28 count ice blue cashel linen. And I started at the bottom with this little wall and all that. This has a lot of specialty stitches and fun stuff in it, and lots of color changes in there too. And it's only like 2.5 inches wide by 8 inches tall, so it's really not that big.
No, it's way smaller than I thought.
But it's gonna take, I know, it's smaller than I thought too. But anyway, so cute.
Usually things are bigger than you think. So it's weird that it's smaller than you think.
I know. So I was having fun working on that because it's all in Krennic silks, and I was really enjoying working with those too. Fun. I was liking it. I like all that color changes stuff, I think. You can see all your little things coming together. It's fun. Then this was another one I started, was Rebecca M. Powell's sewing set. I am working on this because that's what Melina said I should work on, but I was reading the instructions on how to finish this, like fully finish this, and I was kind of like,
Instantly regretted your choices of buying it at all.
Yeah.
I think that's when I showed to you too when you bought it. I was like, you need this.
It, but oh my goodness, this was as far as I got on that. And I thought about changing the colors, but I just left them the same.
I like it. I think it will turn out cute.
Except I am going to change the pumpkin because the pumpkin is done in the same red.
Yeah.
And this is tomato or something.
Make it be
I
orange.
was like, no, I'm making my pumpkin orange. So I am going to change that. But that pumpkin's going to be pumpkin.
Okay.
And then, let's see, I worked on, oh, here's my chicken.
I knew you would find
I
it.
found my chicken. This was what I worked on during the retreat because you had to stitch on something with a sun. And that's the only thing I could find that has a sun. Sam Sarah, Yankee Doodle Doo. And I started at the bottom. And this is on 40 count Snowdrifts linen by Fabrics by Stephanie. And that was as far as I got with the chicken. And I did change a lot of the colors on this because I just didn't like them. So I got one leg of a chicken, one chicken ankle done.
gotta look this up so you can just driving me crazy.
Then I started on this one, which I also bought when we were in Arizona. The Needles Notion Woodland Mule. And I'm doing this on 28 count crystal pampas by Cashel Linen. And that was as far as I got on that one.
It goes up and down.
Which is this part. And I was having fun working on that too.
Oh, phew. It goes up and down.
Yay. I don't have to take it off. So that one will be fun to put together too. And I also worked on this that I got from Round Robin at the Galleria, which is the Hearts by the Heart's Content Passion Flowers Scissor Fob. This is a picture of it. And this is 1/1 also, as my Stitch Mania has got lots of 1/1.
1/1 mania.
Yeah. That was as far as I got on the flower. That was fun to work on too. I don't know about the finish, but I think that was all. I got to the end of my mania.
What?
So I have
6 more days.
6 more days. Yeah. Tonight I'm going to start on Winter Witches by Michelle Bindi. That was
7 because you haven't started today's yet.
That was on my in our Advent box from the Black Needle Society. So that was gonna be my start for today.
Alright. Some other things I bought. This other shirt Athena made for the Frogwarts retreat. I have more, but these were the 2 that were clean.
I love that one.
And then I bought this new Mira with the beads and the water lilies as a kit. The only thing I noticed is this bead pack is supposed to have 2 of these beads and there's only 1, so I gotta email Witchell because it doesn't have the right number of beads in it. The pattern calls for 2 of those packs and there's only 1 in there. Oh well. And I'm going to show them backwards. I have treasures and crystals for my mirabilias in here. Now, everybody may not know this, or you may, I don't know how into beads people are, but these beads, especially, maybe not the glass flat-backed stuff, but like these treasures that are like the flowers, you can kind of see it in there. And then, you know, these teardrop shaped crystals, these kind of crystals.
Bicones? Is that bicones?
Well, yes, they call them, not bicones.
They call them rondelles, don't they?
Even the round ones that are called for are all Swarovski crystals. Now, I don't know if this is widely known in the cross-stitch universe, but any Mira stitchers, you should probably know that if you have ones that need treasures that call for these, Swarovski is not going to be making crystals for the craft market anymore after September of this year. So I ordered all the treasures, but also Mirabilia stitchers should know that like these I don't even think you'll be able to tell what they are, but they're the teardrops, the AB white teardrops. There's a bunch of charts that call for those. Those are like, I don't even know, on 1, 2, 3 Stitch, between $3 or $4 a package. And you can go on artbeads.com and buy those in the right size. I can tell you if you need to know. Those are the small, I can tell you what they are. These are 11mm teardrop pendant crystal AB. Those are like 75 cents a pop on Art Beads, as opposed to like $3, $4 a pop on 1, 2, 3 Stitch, which is even cheaper than you would get them from other places.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, if you want to go buy all of your crystals, I would order them from Art Beads and not from, not packaged in the Mill Hill packages.
I highly recommend.
It doesn't make sense. What's the number on there? 13051. 13051. So, like, okay, so these are the smallest ones, I think. These are the very small. They're $2.69 each on 1, 2, 3 Stitch, and I swear these were 75 cents or less on Art Beads. I think they were on sale when I got them, but even the regular price of these is cheaper. And Art Beads offers free shipping if you order $25 worth of stuff, which if you're ordering crystals for all of your Miras, won't take you very long to get there.
True.
So I'm just saying, you have to kind of match up the colors yourself and know what size beads you need to, but the very large rondelles, like these bigger ones that she calls for, are 6mm bicones, and then these smaller ones that they call rondelles that come 3 in a pack are 4mm bicones. So I can tell you what I matched up for what, because I saved my little packaging that came from Art Beads on the side of my containers, so I would know what I ordered for what.
So if you have any questions,
feel free.
Put it in the
either comments
or
you can reach out to me on Instagram.
Yeah. Lena Stitcher on Instagram.
But I would recommend, if you are worried about not having the crystals for your, especially the crystals, I don't know that you need to worry, as I ordered everything, like these glass ones. I'm not sure these are really Swarovski because they're just like frosted glass.
I don't think they are.
But anything that's like an actual crystal looking treasure or crystal is probably not going to be, I don't know. I don't
think they call these flower ones margaritas or
these. Yeah, they are called margaritas. I didn't order any of those because I had already bought them all.
They're just little.
But I'm just saying.
You can probably see them, but
you can tell they're like the flower shape. People who stitch mirrors will know.
Yeah.
So if you, I just ordered everything I was going to need for every mirror that I have that I want to stitch, and every mirror that I haven't bought yet that I want to stitch and planning on buying eventually, so I wouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah. And then also, you can just do a search for beads and probably find them.
There are more places than Art Beads.
Yeah.
You can buy wherever you can buy. Like I think a lot of people in cross stitch land buy from Fire Mountain Gems.
Yeah, but Fire Mountain has higher prices in my opinion.
So there's one, but if you just Google like 4mm Swarovski bicone, you'll find a bunch of websites.
Yeah.
So you can shop around. But that's my PSA for Swarovski discontinuing crystals. I don't know if they're going to stop selling them to Mill Hill to sell for that. I don't know. I haven't heard that. I don't know how that will happen. But I'm like, if they're not making them for the crafting market, that seems like it's a crafting, like a DIY crafting thing.
Yes,
so
they're not doing any more DIY, so
I just thought better safe than sorry. It
was
a kind of a lot of output of money, but
one of the beading places that I get emails from, and I can't think of the name of it, Fusion Beads, or I can't remember, but they're having they keep having Swarovski sales, so
yeah, just keep your eyes out.
Like once they're gone,
yeah,
they're gone, so you can't get them anymore. So other crystal makers will probably fill in, but
I did see an ad for another crystal company like that ended in SKI, like the triangle, I think, but like I don't know. So you could probably still get them in one way, shape, or other, but I was like,
yeah.
I want to have what they called for it.
Right.
So if I want to do a conversion or if I want to not, I don't know. I just like to see what was the original thing.
Like Dreamtime Creations, I think they're coming up with some kind of crystal substitute for Swarovski, but it said stay tuned, so I don't know.
And you just don't know
which
which will pick up or decide to not, or if they'll figure out the subs for you or whatever. I don't know. So,
and since I have done a lot of beading in the past too, I'm kind of like, I have this whole book that's all crystals, all Swarovski crystals, and a lot of patterns that call for Swarovski crystals, and I'm just like, ah.
well, and that's how I kind of helped. Mom helped me figure out what these were, because I just show her the bead and she's like, oh, this is what it is.
So yeah, interesting, fun stuff. Anyway.
Yeah, so that's a big thing that I bought, was a lot of those, but I'm not going to show them all one by one. I organize
Right,
them.
my only haul that I actually bought was this chart from Bent Creek, is Chick on an Egg from 123 Stitch. That's so cute. That was my only purchase. Well, I had some floss, but
You got some shirts.
I got some shirts, but I just
Although we might have got those shirts even before we filmed last time.
I think we did.
I just was like, we didn't show these. We need to.
Anyway.
Yeah, my stitchy kindness was from Mom. Got it all. I put it in my bag with my project. Bring it over here. She made me this Ravenclaw scissor fob, since I'm a Ravenclaw. Can't get it to, but it's really cute. I love it. I helped pick out the beads.
Ravenclaw on one side and
on there. The
Hogwarts crest on the back.
And Ravenclaw.
And then I made one for my daughter Alyssa also with different color of beads. Same thing, but a little bit different colors of beads. And hopefully she likes it. She asked me if I was going to send it to her, and I said no. I'm going to bring it when I come to your house.
It's really cute.
Saved myself shipping.
How would you not like it?
And I also made this one. I guess I can show it for my sister. I haven't showed her yet. She knows I'm making one. I made this little pink flamingo scissor fob because she likes pink flamingos.
That's really cute. Tell Mom how cute it is. She keeps second guessing everything she makes.
I do. I'm like, I don't know about it. I look at it and then I take it apart, then I put something else on there, and I'm like,
But I have to buy a new pair of scissors now because I don't have any scissors that match this, so I'll have to find some and buy them.
Yep, and then my stitchy kindness I got was from my sister Vicky. Thank you, Vicky, for my birthday present. She made me this cute little pin cushion in a mason jar lid.
It's really cute.
With cute trim. I think she said it was called Under Its Wing or something. It has a little needle under the wing like the bird stitching, but it has the thread going. So cute. And she got me these scissors, which I had just seen on 123 Stitch and told my daughter Alyssa, I need those scissors. But then I didn't order them, and then my sister gave them to me. And I was like, what? Are you a mind reader? I just said I needed those. And then my other stitchy kindness, I'm not going to show it all. And it was, we got some mail from my neighbor down the street from us. And so my husband took it down to him. And then he came back and he said, oh, he wants to know if you would like to have this lace or trims or something else. And he's like, he didn't know what it was. And I said, well, he goes, I have two big tubs. And I'm like, well, did they want me to buy them or did they want to give them to me or what? Because if I'm going to buy them and I want to see what it is, because my husband didn't know. So he said, no, they just want to give them to you. And I said, fine by me, I'll take them. So anyway, what I ended up getting, this is only partial. were all these lace trims. Several cards full of lace trims. All kinds of trims. Oh, I don't know what I will do with them, but like they're gorgeous. Look at this trim here. This is so pretty. And in the box there are also lots of doilies and lace work and bobbin lace and tatted lace and crocheted lace, all kinds of fun stuff. Right? I don't know what these are, but I figured I could use a lot of these for finished things.
Mm-hmm.
And if I want to dye them or whatever, I could. So, thanks to my neighbor, I got all these trims.
And I took a few things. There was a big tablecloth that Mom let me have that I'm gonna try to dye to put on my table and see how it looks, because it's kind of got some little staining and stuff on it. So I think if I dye it up, then
yeah, there were lots of like this linen and some stuff that I thought, well, you could use it just for the linen. Mm-hmm. Some of it was pretty tiny, maybe like 60 some count. So I don't know about that, but like a lot of the doilies, I kept some of the ones they were already mounted like on mat board, and some of them were mounted on these round things, and then on the back it said what they were and stuff. They're just beautiful. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with them, but they're gorgeous.
they are cool.
So that was a unexpected treasure.
Yeah.
I was excited about it. So I don't know what I'm going to do with all these laces, but I was already thinking about some stuff I could do with some of them. And that's about all I've got for as far as stitching. I don't think I have anything else.
Me either.
When you think of anything, I always forget stuff. Oh, we have an under 1,000 subs club.
Yeah, I was about to say, is there anybody you watched that you wanted? I know there's a new person I watched that I didn't mention last time.
There's a bunch of people I have for the under 1,000 subs club, which was by Link is my homeboy and Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom, Sarah King, and somebody else started it. Carrie and Stitches? Sorry, I can't remember who. But they started this one under 1,000 subs club to try to get people to get to 1,000 subscribers, because you get more perks, I guess, if you have 1,000 subscribers. I personally don't really worry about that, but I guess it would be nice for some of this stuff. But anyway, my under 1,000 subs club person is Sherry from Shebee's World. And she did 31 Starts of Halloween last year, which I also participated in, and she did 31 starts for the whole month of October for Halloween. And then after that ended, she did like 60 some starts for Christmas all through November and December, which I said no. I didn't do that because no. 31 starts for Halloween was more than enough starts for that long of a time, and so I probably won't do that again, because I like to work on my stuff. Like the 13 starts of Halloween, which Athena did, was fine, because then you could have time to work on stuff and finish some stuff up, but when you're starting something every day, you don't really have time to finish it, so.
Right.
I'm probably not going to do that again, because I have enough whips now, and I will have plenty of whips, because I think I started out with 27, and I'm
building it up every day.
I'll get a new. I'll finish 2 things.
Almost every
Finished
day.
2 of my Mania starts. The Bracelet and the Robin Scissor Bob. Woohoo! I guess I could show my other scissor fob.
And I watched a new Flosstuber for that I can shout out to. It's called Stitch Again Sam. I watched her, though I haven't been watching Flosstube like in April very much, so it was early April maybe when I watched it. She only has 3 videos, so she would be easy to catch up with. She stitched a long time ago and just recently came back to cross stitch and started a Flosstube. So I know I subscribed to her, so I liked her first video, so I would recommend watching her, but I can't really remember what it was about, what she talked about that much.
Here was the scissor fob that I made for Laura of the Pattern Queens and the Black Needle Society and Love You More Studio that she sent me the stitching chair for. I finished it and sent it to her, and she has it in her possession. But I forgot to take a picture of the back because the back is also stitched. I don't know why I didn't do that.
Well, you could just go watch
Because I'm crazy.
the Pattern Queen video, and then you'll be able to see it.
Yep. Then you'll be able to see it. And then I also made a Ravenclaw scissor fob and sent it to Janet Jabber for her birthday. Because she had reached out to me saying she wanted one and she would buy them, but then I thought, yeah, it's her birthday, so I don't care. And it was the same as my daughter Alyssa's. Melina's was a little bit different because she picked out the beads she wanted. So anyway, that's all I have. I guess I could say more people for under 1,000 subs club, but
That's okay. I don't have anybody else ready to talk about either,
No.
so I think we're good.
sounds good to me.
That's about all that's been going on around here.
Plans are finish Mania, finish up my 21 things, and then get 1,000 stitches in my long dog, and finish up my cross stitch makes everything okay.
My plans are keep working on my memorabilia, and then who knows, whatever strikes my fancy. I might even keep working on it after May.
Yeah.
I'm still enjoying it. I haven't made any major mistakes on her yet.
Good.
That's what it makes a difference.
It does. I would like to get some of these Mania starts finished up, but we'll see. So there's also some other stuff I want to start.
We're just gonna make Mania be 31 starts.
I could probably, but I'm not going to.
Anyway,
I do have some other things that are in kits that Melina gave me that I showed last time, and that Athena gave me for my birthday that were.
Oh well, you might start those while you're driving.
I would probably start those when we go on our trip in June, because we are going to Virginia Beach and we're going to Dying to Stitch, and possibly Salty. What's the name of the other place?
Salty Yarns.
Salty Yarns.
I think
Yeah. So we're planning on going to those 2 shops in late June, early July. That'll be fun.
Yep. That'll be good. To
So-
get the heck out of Illinois.
Really? Yes. So that is all we have.
Yep.
So hopefully everybody's doing good. Go get your vaccine if you haven't got it yet. And
Be kind.
be kind. We'll see everybody later.
Bye.
Bye.